What does it mean if you feel like you're getting the runaround from your supervisor if you report an on-the-job injury? This is a question we get frequently. People call us and say, you know, I got hurt 3 or 4 days ago. My employer will not return my phone calls. The supervisor won't talk to me. They keep telling me we'll be in touch and just to wait. And of course, your gut feeling is telling you doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm one of the attorneys here at Ginsberg Law Offices, and let me give you my take on what it may mean if you're getting the runaround. First of all, it could very well mean that the employer does not know what to do. There are situations, especially with smaller companies, that somebody gets hurt, they don't really know what to do, and they're kind of delaying doing anything because they're trying to find out, and they're calling their insurance company, they're calling their company lawyer to figure out what they should do. And of course, what they should do is file a first report of injury with the State Board of Workers' Compensation. Something you should do, by the way, is to file your own first report of injury, something called a Form 14, which we can certainly talk to you about doing. But in any case, that's one reason why your employer may not be communicating with you. The second is a little more insidious, and that may be that the employer or the insurance company feels like, well, they're just going to kind of delay things and put you in limbo, while at the same time getting a private investigator to go do surveillance, take photos, take videos to see if you're doing physical activities that are inconsistent with what you've claimed you've hurt. So for example, if you say you've got a serious back injury from lifting or carrying something, and again, nothing's going on for 2 or 3 days, and they send an investigator out and they catch you going to the grocery store and hauling in bags of grocery, or going to basically to a Home Depot or something like that and bringing big boxes out, that could certainly be a problem. So you want to be very, very careful and not to try to do anything that the doctor says you shouldn't do or that you don't feel you should be able to do if you get hurt on the job, because it's very possible, and you should assume that you're being surveilled. Another reason would be that the employer just hopes that you'll go away. Some employers we find feel like when somebody gets hurt, they become an immediate liability, and if they delay and kind of hedge and don't really do anything, that maybe you'll just go away. Well, of course, you shouldn't just go away. This is your life. This injury needs to be compensated, so don't fall prey to that. Really what you ought to do, in my opinion, is if you get hurt on the job, you should certainly speak to a lawyer like one of us here at Ginsberg Law Offices, so we can give you some advice about how to proceed. Workers' compensation is unfortunately very adversarial. I like to say it's just about as adversarial as a divorce work or anything like that. It's really quite unpleasant and nasty, and you've got to advocate for yourself, and that's where we come in. And what we can do is certainly make sure that all of the rights you've got under the Georgia Workers' Compensation Law are properly exercised, that you're given appropriate warnings and you know how to behave, you know how to act. We'll try to get you to a good doctor. We'll monitor the treatment you're getting to make sure that you're not getting the runaround on the medical side. And when it comes time to settle, we'll do what we can to get you the largest possible settlement, given that this is going to really interfere with your life and probably change what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life in terms of your employment. So it's a very big deal, and you should treat it as such. So I hope this has been helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up here on YouTube, and we've got a YouTube channel with more and more videos coming, so please subscribe to it so you won't miss anything new. Hope, again, this has been helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks a lot.